What is your name, age, and occupation?
My name is Olivia Smith. I am currently 20 years old and I work as a waitress at 54th Street in San Marcos.
How long have you been living in San Marcos?
Well, I visited quite a lot right before I moved here, within my freshman year because I was still living back at home. I started living in San Marcos in late August, or like mid to late August of 2021, so last year.
What do you love about San Marcos?
Now that it's a pretty city and like environment during the fall because of like the changing leaves and things like that, like with nature. But I feel like San Marcos is a whole other community once it hits like early spring and then onwards into like summer and stuff. So I just love like the community, and it's basically a college town, so like a lot of people in the area are my age or a little bit older, like same interests, everyone's going to school, so I just really love the river and the community and the nature and everything.
What is your major and what do you want to do with it?
I am studying psychology and minoring. I'm majoring in psychology, minoring in journalism, and I really want to go into like a research-based career, so something research-based. Basically, I know that there's a lot to deal with the psychological effects of like speech impediments and disabilities and things like that, and you can actually research how it affects people and how they kind of acquire their impediments and stuff.
How many hours are you enrolled in school?
Right now I'm enrolled and I'm taking 6 classes. I am enrolled in, I believe, 18 or 19 hours because one of those classes is like a 1 or 2 credit class.
What is your schedule like during the week?
On Mondays and Wednesdays, I have 3 of my 6 classes, starting at 11 and ending at like 3:30ish. Tuesdays and Thursdays, I have class from 9:30 and it ends again around the same time, 3:20 to 3:30.
How many hours do you work a week?
I work usually 5 days a week, 5 days in a row, and I'm usually here from 4:30 or 4 until midnight, so about 40 hours, give or take.
What do you like most about your job?
The people. Yeah, people.
Would you say that working full-time and attending school full-time is really hard to balance?
No, not necessarily. If you don't enjoy what you do, because I used to have another job, I used to work at HEB when I first started up here and I hated it. So I just feel like if you enjoy what you do, it doesn't necessarily feel like super hard or stressful. Like there are some days out of the week where I don't want to go in. I feel like that's pretty common with like any job. But going to work is like just going and seeing your friends. So I don't find it too hard just because the work itself isn't like excruciating or backbreaking.
How do you handle balancing work and school when it does get hard?
Calling in. Yeah, just not showing up. It's a college town. I mean, they have to understand, and they do.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to others that are struggling to balance school and work? Call in.
No, I would just like talk to your managers or whoever about like getting more flexible hours and like, just more communication on that aspect.
Awesome.